Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Aqira Syarmimi Binti Busman and my metric number is A2280996. I am Bachelor of Accounting with Honours student from University Malaysia Kelantan. Today is a presentation for AAT40212 Industrial Training that I have been experienced at CCMT Labuan LLP under my guidance supervisor, which is Miss Vicky Horway Wen. Next, I will share an overview during my internship. The internship started at 5 January 2026 until 28 September 2026. The working hours started at 8:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. I was assigned as an audit intern at audit department and have to assist the audit teams on documentation management. The software that we use is CCH Pro FX Engagement. Next, internship task. For this part, for the first month, I need to update this section, or we also call it statutory records. I need to attach document that related to LFSA and also IRB. Next, update for binder CAF. As you can see here, I already attached the picture of the section that I need to update. From section Z200 until the documentation for signing, I need to do sampling, do working papers, and also I need to insert and attach any documentation that related. And lastly is update for binder PAF. For the PAF, we doesn't have to update it every year, but we need to see if there is any changes related to business background and anything else. Next, skill and knowledge gain. During this internship, I realized that I have gained a lot of knowledge related to the audit procedure, which is we need to testing transaction and account balances, verify supporting documents, do samplings, and also do audit documentation and working papers. Next, I have upgrade my skill in Excel, which is we have to use these skills for every day to shorten the time to and make our work more easier. Last but not least, audit software and data analytics, which is because of this opportunity, I have been exposed to this new software, which is CCH Pro FX Engagement. Every challenge will come up with any solution. During this internship, my challenge is fear of making mistake, which is wrong calculations, missing documents, and do incorrect conclusion. However, this can prevent if I can focus on consistency. For example, before I'm submitting my work, I will recheck the calculation and ensure supporting documents are attached. Second, if I receive a large amount of data, this means I need to testify a lot of data that have been given to client without doing any mistake. Like sometimes client will give us 1,000 transaction records or multiple access files and hundreds of supporting documents. However, this can be solved by develop Excel skills early. Like we can break work into a small section using filter, sum, ABS, and conditional formatting. Overall learning and growth. Interestingly, the strongest interns are not always the one with the best accounting grades. They are often the one who are organized, curious, and able to explain their work clearly. These qualities make review discussion much smoother and help them progress quickly. Many people think audit is mainly about accounting. In reality, one of the most valuable skills you develop is professional skepticism. This means learning to ask, where did this number come from? What evidence supports it? Does it make sense? Or is there another explanation? For the next slide, I will share to you what I have been achieved during my internship based on PER form, which is 5 essential and 4 technicals. First, leadership and management. I revisiting previously completed work for entities where supervisor identified incomplete sections requiring further updates. I took responsibility for reviewing the outstanding matters, uploading supporting documents, and ensuring the audit files were fully completed. This demonstrated accountability and commitment to maintaining quality standards. Second, governance, risk, and control. I involve performing audit sampling procedures across multiple audit engagements. By running sampling worksheets and selecting representative transactions for testing, I help assess whether financial transactions were properly supported and recorded. This process contributed to the identification of potential risks and strengthened audit assurance. This experience strengthened my understanding of governance frameworks, risk assessment, methodologies, and internal control processes. I learned that effective governance depends on accurate information, strong controls, ongoing monitoring, and comprehensive documentation to support accountability and transparency. Third, strategy, innovation, and sustainable value creation. One of my major responsibilities was preparing audit planning memorandum, which is APM. While preparing these planning documents, I review business information, assess financial statement, areas requiring audit attention, and updated audit queries. This process helped me understand how risk-focused planning supports effective allocation of audit resources and improve audit efficiency. Through this experience, I gained valuable insights into how strategic planning, efficient resource utilization, technology adoption, and quality reporting contribute to long-term value creation. I learned that sustainable organization success depends on reliable information, effective process, and continuous improvement initiative. Fourth, stakeholder relationship management. Whenever I was given a new task, there was usually something I didn't not fully understand. To complete this task, I frequently communicated with my senior to clarify audit requirements and obtain feedback. This required active listening and the ability to respond appropriately to instruction and review comments. These experiences enhance my ability to build productive working relationships, manage expectations, and communicate effectively with different stakeholders. I learned that successful audit rely not only on technical competence but also on strong interpersonal skills and professional collaboration. Fifth, ethics and professionalism. Another task involved performing audit sampling. During sample sections, I applied professional skepticism by selecting sample objectively based on the audit sampling criteria rather than personal preference. Where discrepancy or incomplete supporting documents were identified, I communicated these matters to my seniors and documented them appropriately instead of making unsupported assumptions. This experience strengthened my understanding that ethical behavior, professional skepticism, integrity, confidentiality, and accountability are fundamental to maintaining audit quality and public trust. I learned that auditors must remain objective and exercise due care throughout every stage of the audit process to provide reliable assurance and uphold professional standards. First, record and process transactions and events. I was involved in preparing audit planning memorandum for several audit engagements, which is I need to update Z200 sections, update trial balance, audit queries, and also prepare document for signing. During this process, I review client financial information, identify areas requiring audit attention, and ensure that planning documentation was complete and aligned with audit objectives. These activities enable me to understand how effective planning support risk-based auditing and efficient resource allocation. Second, collect and evaluate evidence for an audit or assurance engagement. I updated audit sections working paper across multiple entities. This required performing reconciliation, verifying supporting evidence, and ensuring consistency between financial information and audit documentation. I also assisted in field audit engagement where I reviewed client documentation and participated audit procedure performed at the client's premise. This experience is significantly improved my understanding of audit risk assessment, evidence gathering, documentation requirements, and audit quality standards. I gained practical knowledge of how audit procedures provide assurance on the reliability and accuracy of financial statements. Third, review and report on the findings of an audit or assurance engagement. Following the completion of audit testing, I updated audit working papers and full audit binders to ensure all evidence was properly documented and cross-referenced. If there any discrepancy missing information were identified, I documented the issues through audit queries. Through these assignments, I learned how reliable financial information is prepared, reviewed, and presented to the stakeholders. I developed a stronger understanding of financial statement structures, disclosure requirements, and the importance of accurate reporting supporting in stakeholder decision making. Last but not least, data analysis and decision support. Throughout my industrial training, I use digital audit software to update working papers to perform audit procedures. The use of sampling worksheet enables efficient selection of audit samples while reducing manual errors and improving audit consistency. This experience strengthened my understanding of how digital technology enhances audit quality, efficiency, and documentation management. I learned the importance of data accuracy, information security, electronic record management, and technology driven audit process in modern professional practice. Last but not least, I would like to use this time to express my sincere gratitude to the audit department and all team members for their guidance, support, and valuable learning opportunities throughout my internship. The experience has enhanced my professional skills, technical knowledge, and understanding of the auditing profession. Thank you for your patience, encouragement, and trust during my internship journey.